Hi everyone, this is Marie Lulu Angel here, back with Pearlglow Cafe. Sweet Crumb Kisses, I think is the subtitle, or yeah, the not main part of the title, you know what I mean. Anyways, this is day 2 of the game, um, and Juniper has come back to the cafe, and it is morning time. I'm quite curious again to see how this will continue, as the first day was already quite eventful, so I'm sure it will continue in this way. Let's get started. This morning, the cafe lock has decided to continue living its stubborn existence. No sweetened words can charm it, and no amount of force convinces the key to turn. It would seem my second day of cafe ownership is off to a smooth start. Was it something I said, or did? You can tell me. Promise. I won't get mad. Just know that whatever my transgression, I apologize from the deepest well of my heart. My voice is almost turned hoarse from begging, and my knees ache from crouching before the door, trying to peer through the keyhole. Please, 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 if you would just do me the small kindness of opening once more. Do I even want to know? Is it Graham? Startled, I turned to see Mr. Reed, hair glimmering from the morning sun and skin already glistening. It's early, with the rest of the street still bare of pedestrians, horses, and automobiles, but he seems to have had a hard-working morning already. Oh, Mr. Reed, good morning to you. I extend my hand for a proper greeting. There will be no mistakes with my customers today. Hesitation creases his brow before he reaches his hand and swallows mine. Though the skin of his palm is rough and calloused, his grip is surprisingly delicate. Morning. Why are you blushing? Our hands fall to our sides. Slowly, a knowing smile lifts his cheeks as his gaze flicks between me and the door. So, having a lover spat with your door. It seems during the night we decided we were no longer a good fit for each other. It seems. Huh. Looks like the lock won the cafe in the separation then, eh? Sadly, yes. Nothing I do seems to be working. Only a little troublesome. Given I needed to start morning prep an hour ago.
You've been out here for an hour? Girl, I would have given up after 5 minutes.
And then, get this, the back door can only be unlocked from the inside. For some strange reason. Which, thinking back to certain events from last night, explains why the previous owner opted to leave it unlocked.
What happened last night?
A very odd encounter. I'm not sure I have the words to explain. And I mean that literally. There were many, many words being thrown around, and I still need to look up in the dictionary. Many, many words being thrown around. I still need to look up in a dictionary. That sounded weird to me, but it's fine. There's that grumble laugh again, deep and bassy.
Oh well.
He pauses, one hand scratching the back of his neck as he picks through his words carefully.
I could take a look. I mean, if you want, that is. I'm pretty good with my hands. The name of the game is to shamelessly flirt, but also, weren't we going to be... I mean, you're offering... Okay, in more of the ways than one is shamelessly flirting, which is the name of the game. It's in the game description. Are you sure? It's kind of like, well, you're ready, like, I'm ready offering type of response. And since you're offering, I've already been here an hour. I'm not gonna, like, I feel like number 2 is just kind of like, well, what else are you gonna do? Personally, like, there's no way. You've already tried for an hour. Since you're offering is kind of the safe bet. But I guess since we're shamelessly flirting, and that is the name of the day, the agenda of the day, I am going to shamelessly flirt and pick this option.
Thinking back to how wholly his hand swallowed my own when we shook, the words slipped past my lips before I can seal them. In more ways than one, I bet.
And winks. There must be something that happens to a person when they move to a new city, because I have never before uttered such emboldened words, and for that there are immediate consequences. Both our faces blaze so hot and red. The only explanation is that the sun must have decided to take residence between us. Mr. Reed's mouth falls agape. Mine opens and closes. My mind reels, searching for something to say that will salvage the conversation. What I mean by that, Mr. Reed, is that I'm certain hands like yours come in, well, handy in other areas of your life. Like, 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 when you're untangling knots? Untangling knots. Yes? Untangling knots. Mm-hmm. Very tight ones? I love that Juniper tried to salvage it. You know what? I love it. Sorry for putting in this position, but here we are. One of his eyebrows raise. His judgmental gaze bores into my soul. No doubt he's already planning to tell the entire town what a perverted, ill-mannered, unashamed, and depraved woman the new cafe owner is. You're sweating bullets, girl. First, she stares at his exposed chest. Next, she's making lurid and implicit comments about his hands. Is it too much to ask for a rogue tidal wave to sweep over all of Pearl Cliff Bay? I think I would prefer drowning to the embarrassment beating away inside my chest. I've been in Pearl Cliff all of 2 days, and already my reputation is ruined, and my grave has been dug. I should just fling myself 6 feet deep and wait to be buried in the loamy soil. Maybe I'll be reborn a lovely patch of daisies, or a hardy-stemmed basil bush, a cozy and sweet-smelling home for all the butterflies and earthworms to live in, because there is nothing capable of salvaging. Yeah. You know, now that you mention it, I guess I actually am pretty good at untangling knots. Never thought much of it before, but... You're right. I never have any issues, even when even with the ones others can't seem to untie. Doesn't matter how knotted something is, I can get a knot untangled. It's almost like my hands are made of butter. Right. Yes, of course. Exactly what I was thinking. Um, anyway, I love your assistance with my lock, if it's still an option. Oh, yeah, of course. You both were thinking the same thing. You're trying to salvage it. I see you both. I'll go fetch my tools and then I'll be right back. With a wave, he scampers off around the street corner. He returns shortly, a tattered and dusty canvas bag in hand. With a ruckus clatter, he drops it to the ground and then sets to work. Meanwhile, I stand awkwardly behind him. The only sound between us is the lock click-click-clicking beneath his tinkering hands. Mr. Reed is the first to speak. So, how'd the rest of your first day go? Meet anyone interesting? Okay, small talk. Aside from you? Are you making fun of me? No, honest. He twists, his eyes narrowing as they meet mine. A short grumble bubbles in his throat, before finally, with reddened ears, he turns back to the door. Thanks. I guess. Anyway, aside from me, did you meet anyone interesting? Well, I guess I met Dr. Ash last night, and he is definitely what I would classify as interesting. He a chatty, smart-talking kind of man? Ditzier than a squirrel on caffeine. Liable to snap like a twig if he breathes too deep. Yes, that certainly sounds like Dr. Ash, all right? Yeah. Let me guess. He's the source of last night's events. It sounds like you know him quite well. Huh. Yeah, I know him. He's only been here about a week, but he certainly makes an impression. Definitely, interesting. Seems like a good guy enough, I guess. He offered to take a look at one of my pregnant cows when he first got here. She wasn't eating or drinking right, real sick, and losing far too much weight. But he gave her some kind of herb that fixed her right up.
Aha! So he's a vet. I had such a hard time piecing together what he was telling me yesterday.
Nope, definitely not a vet. He made that clear enough. He's... Huh. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe he's just too smart for someone dumb as me to understand.
I don't know about that. By fixing my door, you're doing something pretty clever right now, I think. Just in a different language.
Nah. This is nothing.
The conversation dies like a swatted fly then. All the while, Mr. Reed continues tinkering. He lowers his eye to the keyhole, inserting thin metal sticks and twisting the door knob on occasion. My job then is to reignite the conversation. I sort back through everything we've spoken about so far, searching for something to latch onto. So you work at a farm?
Own it, I guess. Took it over a few years back when my pa got too sick to work.
Oh no. How is he doing now?
He's fine. Still too frail to run things, but he certainly nags like it's a full-time job.
You must stay pretty busy then.
Yeah, busy is one word for it. Exhausting is another, but is what it is, I guess. Our bodies all give out one day or another.
I know it's probably not my place to tell you to make sure you're well rested, Mr. Reed, but it is important to take care of your body.
Yeah, sure, but time passes no matter how you spend it. No good in being idle.
That's true, but I don't think there's any shame in resting, or even in relying on others for help every now and again. In fact, I'm relying on you right now, even. I can't tell if he's displeased by what I've said, or merely deep in thought. Either way, I decide it's best to divert conversational course to something else. Well, like I said, it's not my place to nag, so what does your farm produce? You mentioned cows, so I want to guess dairy? Beef?
Yep. Cheese, cream, beef. We do it all. My mom maintains a pretty sizable garden, too, so I sell off whatever extras she has at the local market.
Ooh, that's fun. Nice local ingredients.
What else? We also have chickens, a few donkeys. Oh, and a horse, though he's a bigger ass than the actual asses.
Oh, wow, really? I've never been on horseback before.
Seriously? Never.
No, never. Hard to find horses in the city these days, and even here in Pearlcliff, it seems most people have switched to automobiles.
Huh. Yeah. Fair enough assessment, I guess. Me, personally, I've had a horse most of my life. Used to be how I got everywhere, but someone was practically giving my truck away for free, so I figured, why not? I still ride him around the bluffs, so sunrise views never get any better than that.
Oh, to be able to overlook the ocean on horseback, with the sun rising far off in the distance, that sounds like a truly unforgettable experience. What's your horse's name?
Everyone always asks that.
Mr. Reed sighs, an incredibly low and irritated sound.
His full name is Princess Seastar Gilbert Sweet Potato, the 70th. And before you say anything, my little sister is the one who named him. She was only 2 when we got him.
What? That's such an adorable name.
You think so? Well, feel free to call him Gilbert. That's what I do. Though when he's aggravating me, sometimes I call him Baked Potato and threaten to throw him in the oven. Anyway, don't let his name fool you. He's an old nasty thing now, always in a sour mood, worse than a barrel of piss and vinegar. Right now we've got a few peach trees at the edge of our field flowering, and he's obsessed with them. Spends all afternoon eating every single peach.
If we want any for ourselves, we've got to trick him into his stall with a trail of sugar cubes, or he tries to chomp us to bits. With every word, with every word about his farm and family, Mr. Reed's face lights up brighter and brighter. Seeing the apples of his cheeks pop with every slight smile is not only endearing, but it sends my heart fluttering. You must have fun spending so much time outdoors, surrounded by nature and animals. Your life sounds absolutely amazing. He shrugs, the conversation spark dying again. For his smile to fade like it did, I can't help but think I must have said something careless. I study the freckles smattering the back of his neck, the faded scars stretching over his forearms, and the sweat slicking his brow. He has a tough exterior, yet I only sense regret and sadness coming from Mr. Reed right now. Mr. Reed, is there something else you'd rather be doing with your life?
Than getting covered in cow piss.
He laughs. There's no bitterness to it. Only a sad acceptance.
I don't know, Miss Brooks. I try not to think about it.
Mr. Reed straightens and then presents the entire door to me, free of its hinges.
So, well, anyways, here's your door. You're free to enter now.
I see that. You had to remove it, though? Is the entire door broken? Does it need to be replaced?
Oh, no. No need for that. Can't prove it without taking the doorknob completely apart, but I think the tumbler pins inside the lock are seized. Around here, with all the rain and salt spray, it happens more than you think. Rust forms pretty quickly.
I see. I never would have known that if not for you.
Look at the blush. Yeah, well, you probably could have kept trying the lock, and eventually you might find some luck and get it to turn, but I don't know. Best solution I came up with was to remove the door from its hinges, so you can at least get started with your work. Anyway, let's head on in. You've got more important stuff to do than listen to me jabber about doors.
I stay close to his heels as he heads inside, door in tow. Once inside, he props the door against a wall.
So, if you're all right with it, I think I can remove the lock and bring it to a buddy of mine. He should be able to truly fix it. I could, swing by again once he's done to reinstall it too, if it's not a problem.
More like if that's not too much for you. Too much trouble for you. I really, really appreciate all your help, Mr. Reed.
Graham. You can just call me Graham.
Graham, then. But only if you call me Juniper.
Well, I'm glad I was able to help you, Juniper. I'll, finish up here and then get out of your way.
Of course. Thank you once again. And with a final nod, we part ways. How lucky Mr. Reed, Graham, appeared when he did. Any later, and I don't know if I'd have any time to get everything prepped. But no matter. It's time to officially begin Pearlglow Cafe's second day. I head to the cookbook and, ignoring its creaks and groans, pry it open and flip through the pages.
Ooh, there are 3. No pairing. Okay, I want to check all the recipes. We have cowboy quiches, creme brulee, caramel brownies. Oh. Okay. I can't really check the recipe. It gives me an error. So I'm just gonna go based on what I think is yummy. I don't know the magical properties of some of these things. But I think that some caramel brownies sound good. So I'll choose that. Confirm.
Ooh, sea salt caramel brownies. These brownies sound so rich and decadent. I'm really tempted already to eat an entire pan. And they're supposed to create feelings of peace within a person. Interesting. That's an unexpected effect given the ingredients. That's nice. It looks like this recipe was added in by Auntie Tara, and not too long ago. She's always been wild and unpredictable, so this fits perfectly in that category. Now, let's get cooking.
Ugh, this brownie sounds good.
By the time everything is prepped and ready to go on display, Graham has officially left the store. A shame, really. I would have liked to pay him back for all his hard work this morning, but he said he'd return later, so I will just have to wait until then. One by one, I place the pastries in the case until they've created a beautiful mountainous pile of food. Each portion balances perfectly atop another. After yesterday's success, I thought it would be best to double inventory, and now today's display looks even more impressive. Business picks up soon after opening with a steady stream of customers. A few linger at the tables, catching up with old friends or scribbling hurriedly in notebooks. One by one, they all leave shortly before noon. Some promise to return, some slip silently away, but every single one leaves with a smile on their face, ready to continue on with their day. It's during the short post-lunch lull when Dr. Ash appears, entering right as I'm swapping out empty trays. Instinctively, I grip the tray tighter. I have no desire to clean up flung pastries again. Greetings, Miss Brooks. Dr. Ash quickly approaches the pasty case and peers close, completely dispelling my thoughts. Brownies today, excellent. His words tumble from his lips faster than I can piece them together. Oh my, Dr. Ash. Briar, please. Call me Briar.
Look at the blush.
Oh, alright. I'll ask you to call me Juniper then. So, Briar, you're rather high energy today, aren't you? Is everything wonderful, delightful, invigorative? And you?
Oh my god, you ate so many of them, didn't you? You ate the grapefruit curd tarts.
I blink once. Twice. For me, Briar bounces from foot to foot, humming a small tune. Briar, are you certain you're all right? Of course. What could be wrong? Please don't take offense to this, but you seem a tad energized, spirited, overflowing with joy, brimming with vitality, passion, fervor, inundated with beautiful wit and charm, perhaps all of the above. Briar, please, you must. Aha! No doubt you wish to know my thoughts on your tarts. No, please, wait. They were marvelous, truly. I would love to study the effects for... Briar. Miss Juniper, please focus.
How many tarts did you eat?
All of them.
Why did you eat them all?
Huh? Oh, no. Oh, no. Briar, I sent you home with 5 tarts. 5! How did you? When did you? You're only supposed to have 1 a day, max. Indeed. But quickly, quicker than any hair, 1 became 2, became 3, became more. More.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
I did chores, swam near the shore, became the floor, did something else. No. Stay focused. This is a dire situation. Honestly, it's a miracle your heart hasn't stopped already. We must act quickly. Wait, right here. In search of a potential cure, I dart to the kitchen. I pull open drawers and throw open cabinets. Vials of dried herbs clatter to my feet. Spilled flour plumes the air. Cantaloupes roll and tomatoes splatter the floor as I search. But nothing. No sign of what I need anywhere. I rush to the other side of the cafe, determined to inspect every shadowy corner and dusty shelf. All the while, Briar's words follow me, and a flood rushing through my ears, completely incomprehensible and indecipherable. Condom, whenever you need me, my body is so doing.
Is he singing a song? I don't know, I didn't even catch that. Am I on auto? I estimate his speech currently exceeds a supersonic word per millisecond. Whatever he's saying, it's impossible to keep up with. I think he's singing a song.
Only after exhausting all the logical hiding places do I finally find what I was looking for. It was hidden behind the door that Graham had propped against the wall earlier. A sachet containing chamomile, magnolia bark, and valerian root, all known for their naturally calming properties. Did it slip off when he removed the knob? No matter. With this, there's a chance I can save Briar. I make a final dash to the kitchen and dump every last flower and twig into a mortar and pestle. With all the worried nerves of a witch about to lose her cafe's operating permit on its second day, I grind until a thick, sludgy paste forms. Then I douse it with simmering water. I don't bother straining the tincture before siphoning it into a mug and swiftly rushing back to Briar's side. I press the cup into his hands. Here, quickly, drink this. Gee, tea, ah. He guzzles the tea until nothing but drops remain. My eyes never once leave his form as I count the times his fingers twitch until finally, they still against the mug. It's only then I allow myself to exhale. Goodness, Briar, I've never had such a fright. How are you feeling? Better? Is there anything else I can get you? Languidly, he blinks. He tilts his head upward and meets my gaze. He opens his mouth, closes it. He lowers his head. Whatever thought he had remains unuttered. Briar, are you all right? His only response is to blink again. If you don't answer me, I'll have to take you to see a physician, I think. Again, his head rises, only now when his eyes meet mine, they are unyielding. Your brows are furrowed, Miss Juniper. Are they? And your usual smile gone. Because of me. Forgive me. Forgive you. There's nothing. He lifts a hand, and before I can react, his fingers touch the space between my brows, and there he rubs small circles. Briar, what? Yet again, it seems I have inconvenienced you, Miss Juniper. Each pass of his fingers slowly eases the tension and worry that have settled into my spirit. Gentle and knowing, it's a touch that heats my skin. Before long, his hands fall back to his side, and he sighs. I'm sure you find me a little more than a nuisance at this point. No, not at all. I was only worried for your health. I certainly could have handled the situation better. And I definitely should have been more clear about the dangers of consuming multiple magic pastries. Honestly, I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. Are you certain you're feeling better now? Indeed, never better. But, what is someone like me to do when confronted by someone like you? I wonder. At this rate, you will never want to go on a picnic with me.
A picnic?
Oh, wait. What's this about a picnic? Could you repeat that? No, it was nothing at all, Miss Juniper. Don't mind me. And then, with shoulders slumped, he heads to a table and plops into a chair.
Briar, no. Be brave. Although, it is 2 in a row where we've kind of bet, and it's been kind of a crazy, chaotic situation. But it's slightly endearing.
There, he rests his head against his palm and mumbles quietly to himself. Yes, don't mind me. I'm just going to... In seconds, he's snoring. And I have to stifle a laugh. Once more, it seems Briar has fallen asleep within my cafe. If he truly ate every single tart last night, it's unlikely he found a wink of sleep until now. Thank goodness he wandered into the cafe and not into the woods. After a little rest, he should feel more like his usual chipper self. I watch his chest rise and fall, and then rise again before continuing with my day, promising to check on him continually. Before I could blink, the rest of the day passes before my eyes. The hours slipped away in a whirlwind of bustling activity and left today feeling even busier than usual. Briar left shortly before the sun set with a box of treats to go. After forcing him to promise he'd only eat 1 magical pastry a day, that is. At first, he deemed the treats unnecessary, insisting he didn't want to inconvenience me further. He said he wouldn't have any issues foraging in the nearby forest. But when he noticed the caramel ribbons running through the brownies, he stopped refusing and called the combination a masterclass in food pairings. I think I should have been nervous with how eager he seemed to take it then, but of all the magical effects, that one poses the least danger. If anything, it will mellow him out substantially. In any case, I'm so relieved that he thought to stop by today. Given the magically addled state he was in, things could have gone much, much worse. Thank goodness the day unfolded like it did. It's only when the breeze ceases that I emerge from the flowery mess I've created in the back. Oh, Graham's back. Graham stands near the entrance, reinstalling the door. Oh, Graham. I didn't know you had returned. Apologies for not greeting you earlier. He grunts in acknowledgement. His lips are curled tight around a small metal rod. A piece of the door, I assume. Can I assist in any way? Another grunt, followed by a terse headshake. He slips the metal pin through the hinge barrel, and then, with a few twists from a screwdriver, the door is situated back where it belongs. He turns to face me. Nah, sorry. You're good. Was actually trying not to disturb you. Oh, please, distract me. I spent all afternoon fighting with my cookbook. What? Never mind. Silly witch stuff. So, was your friend able to repair the lock? Yep. Said he didn't even need to replace the lock. Just soaked it in some kind of rust remover. That's a relief. I really owe you. Speaking of, are you hungry? Let me get you something to eat. Sure. Just got a few more screws to tighten, and I'll be right over. I head to the pastry case and begin packing a bag of treats for him. As promised, Graham quickly finishes his repairs and joins me at the counter before too long, a satisfied smile lifting his cheeks. All right, should be good as new. No rusty locks will stand in your way tomorrow. And if they dared to try, I would just give him the old Graham treatment. If that's the plan, make sure to knock him around a little too. Sometimes you gotta flex your muscles and show him who's boss. He leans against the counter, and I become all too aware of his flexing muscles. Yeah, that's definitely great, actionable advice about big, powerful muscles, and I will definitely be taking that to heart. Anyway, here.
Ooh, baguette also in there.
I slide the pastry bag toward him.
Huh? What's this?
He picks the bag up and peers inside. My treat to you, as we discussed earlier.
What? No way this is all for me.
It absolutely is. I have to repay you somehow.
Thanks is how most people do it.
Thanks isn't enough. Without you, I most likely would have had to close or call a locksmith or something, but none of that matters because of you and all your help. So, take the food.
Nope, can't do that. This is way too much. The bag's about to bust at the seams.
Sorry, but you don't have a choice in the matter. Feel free to share with your family or keep them all to yourself. Either way, this bag is all yours, so do with it what you will. A familiar grumble reverberates through the air.
All right, well, I'll take it, but that just means I owe you now.
That is absolutely not how this works. Undeterred, he turns from the counter. His eyes scan the room, bouncing from wall to wall and corner to corner. Maybe he will offer to do a DIY project for the cafe. There are many things you said you needed to do.
Come to think of it, I did see a few shingles on your roof that could do with replacing.
Oh, wait.
And I think I felt a few squishy floorboards when I was rocking around. Could swap those out.
Hang on a second.
Pretty sure some of your exterior paint's chipping too. Never can go wrong with a new paint of coat. Would definitely help attract some customers even.
What? No.
Oh, to think that oak over there could do with some pruning. Some of those branches are getting pretty close to your ceiling, and we definitely don't want that. What else? I bet your gutters need.
Mr. Reed, hold it right there. Absolutely not. To everything.
He chuckles. All right. Sorry for teasing so much. I'll stop. Serious though, Juniper. Thank you for these. Are they magical?
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I've included some non-magical food, just some extra bread loaves, but you'll find today's special inside as well. They're brownies with the flaky sea salt and buttery caramel ribbons. Deceptively simple. They'll inspire feelings of peace and contentment inside you.
Well, it definitely smells and looks delicious.
I look forward to trying it. I'll, let you know how I like it next time we meet. Please do. And if you're feeling generous enough to share with anyone, I'd love to hear their thoughts too. Sure thing. Anyway, it's getting late, and I'm sure you're ready to get home, so I'll be going now. See you. Have a good night, Graham. I waved goodbye to him and to the end of my second day as a cafe owner. Day 3. Day 3. First of all, no. Second of all, no. Third of all, no. Fourth of all, absolutely, unquestionably, unflinchingly, no. This is my secret fishing spot. Sharing it with someone of your pitiful caliber would be wasteful. What's that you're even fishing with, huh? A Splish Splasher 54 QT and Baby Seahorse Brown? With an easy winder spool attachment. Don't make me laugh. You know they stopped making those for a reason, right? Heated argument at Willow's Pond. Captain Merlot, I was here first. Bailey. Okay. I'm going to stop here for today since that was day 2 of the cafe. Lots of interaction with Graham. Briar also came back. I really like both of them. They're really fun characters. I do wonder if the mysterious stranger will show up anytime soon, but we'll have to see. It's really been fun for this part of the game, so I'm quite enjoying it. If you are as well, please make sure to like the video, subscribe if you want to see the next part and other videos from me, and let me know your thoughts below. Who do you like more? Graham, Briar? Do you like them both? Do you like Juniper? I love Juniper. Juniper's fun. I like all the recipe stuff. I wish, like, I know this is a visual novel and, like, this is completely different to do, like, a restaurant time management game, but I kind of wish that I could do that also in this context, but, I'll just have to go play another game that does time management stuff, because I really like those games as well. But anyways, I'll see you all next time soon for another part. Bye!